Hi, I'm James Shillinglaw, and I'm back here in London, and I'm here at the Londoner. Now, we were here a few years ago, back in 2021, when it opened, and it's a marvelous hotel right in the central part of London. And I'm here with actually the new general manager, Patrick Katzenberg, who is literally only on the job 5 weeks, I think, but he knows about this hotel, so we're going to talk with him about what's gone on since it opened, and because you really got to know about this. We're here actually part of the Cunard Queen Anne preview event, and then everybody stayed here. So I thought we'd have a chance to talk with Patrick about the Londoner, and you're going to hear all about that and more on Insider Travel Report. Now, Patrick, first of all, great to see you here. Congratulations on becoming general manager. That's amazing.
It's lovely having you here, and it was great, wonderful connections over the last couple of days with everyone here at the hotel.
So you and I, we just met talking to Valerie Wilson of Valerie Wilson Travel, and Valerie knows everybody, right?
Absolutely, and Valerie just introduced us, and it was just a wonderful connection that we do in travel, and I think that's the great thing. And it's also the great thing here at the Londoner. It's all the connection, everything that comes together that brings people to this hotel from all areas, whether it's the West End, the theatres, the shows, the National Portrait Gallery. So
you were just talking about my location question, which we'll talk about that in a second, but because it is in the center of the action. It's right on Leicester Square, which you think, oh, how can they build a hotel in Leicester Square? Well, they did. It's a brand new build, and it was back in 2020. And give us an update. First of all, a little of the history of the Londoner. When it was built in 21, it was being planned for a long time, and now you're here, and a few years into it sort of the hotel is getting its legs, right?
Absolutely. So we've been on this journey for more than 12 years. When the chairman bought the property or the site and to build, he always wanted to have a legacy building within London, purpose-built. And I think when the chance came to redevelop something on Leicester Square and to purpose-build a hotel, that's when he took the chance to...
Yeah, well, it was amazing. You could have a location on Leicester Square.
Absolutely. We had a little hotel here with 60 bedrooms, and it was nice to see it over the last 12 years to come, and then finally to open in 2021. So I've been with the family since 2006 with one of our other properties, the Mayfair. So it's been just wonderful to see it come alive and then see all of the 6 different bars and all of the entertainment spaces come alive over the last few years.
And it has, and you really have 2 of the most iconic hotels with the Mayfair and this one now. But it is Edwardian Hotels, which has hotels all around London. It's great, and I've stayed at many of them. I've been at the Mayfair before, and I understand there's even a renovation they've had at the Mayfair recently.
Absolutely, it's still undergoing there as well. So it's wonderful for the chairman also, because it is family owned, for the chairman to invest back into London. I think that was one of his key criterias. He is a Londoner. He's invested into London, providing jobs in London. I think this is his drive to give back to London, where he's become successful when he first arrived. That was his brief at the beginning as well.
Well, they are wonderful hotels throughout the property. Now, let's talk about that location. I mean, Leicester Square, we're in the heart of the action. We're in the heart of the West End Theatre District. You can go to Piccadilly Circus. You really are one of the most central locations in the city.
Absolutely. If you look at the compass, it all comes together at Leicester Square. You've got to the right-hand side when you walk out of the hotel, you're right on Leicester Square, but steps away from Covent Garden. You turn left, you're on Piccadilly Circus, walk down to Burlington Arcade, Piccadilly, Fortnum and Masons. You go up north, you hit Chinatown and Soho. And just right behind us in the suite that we're actually currently sitting in, you've got Trafalgar Square. So you're looking at Lord Nelson on Trafalgar Square. So it's central. I don't know how much more central you can be.
There are a lot of hotels may claim central, but this is probably the heart of the action. So if you're booking your clients here, you're just a step away from almost everything in the city. Now, what's your background? You just became general manager. Again, congratulations. But what have you done in the hotel? I know you were familiar. You've been with the company for a while, right?
Yes, I've been with the company since 2006. But I always say I go back a little further. I was sort of born into it, literally. My dad is a pastry chef, mum is front of house. So it's always been a passion for me to be in hospitality. So I've sort of grown up gradually from housekeeping, doing my hotel schools, going into the restaurants, bars, and I've worked in New Zealand, Luxembourg, London for many years.
Where are you originally from?
Germany.
I figured that one. And so you learned good German hotel practices early, right?
Thank you. Yeah, then on Monday, actually, I'm coming up for 25 years in London, which is quite exciting.
Well, I can hear the little London accent too here with the German, and then all over the ones, because hoteliers are nothing if not international citizens, right?
Absolutely. I think this is the essence of London, is everyone coming together here, but the German accent does come through after a couple of glasses of champagne.
You try to hide it with the London accent, but it's really because you've been here so long. Now, let's talk a little bit about this wonderful property. Talk about the accommodations. First of all, how many total keys you have?
350 keys in
total. Big hotel. Right?
It is a big hotel, but I think it was designed to feel like we've coined this phrase as a super boutique hotel, and I think you have to be in the property experience. Every space has been designed with a purpose. So there was no long corridors or anything. The corridors have been designed as townhouses. So every space has a purpose. And you walk through the lobby out off Leicester Square, all the hustle and bustle, but you come into the stage, very calm colors. And then you walk up the secret staircase into the residence. I don't know whether you've been and had a look.
I did. I went up there. I was actually interviewing the two Cunard executives up there. So, and I was familiar with it from the back. I'd forgotten about it, but yeah, you have to know where to go, right?
Absolutely, and that comes with the speakeasy, with the whiskey bar. This.
I forgot. I remembered that, and I walked around the country, and I walked in, and they're actually doing a whiskey tasting. So.
There you go. Yeah, I think this is the wonderful thing here. So you've got all these various different spaces. So every room category here actually has access to the residence, which is designed over 3 spaces. You've got the Y bar, you've got the drawing room, plus you've got the whiskey room, and it's just exclusive for guests that's staying in the hotel to provide that peace and calm in the hotel. I don't know whether you've seen all of the art that's coming around during daytime and in the evening.
I have. I've been looking around, and I guess you've added to the collection as well. But I mean, it is marvelous. And so you have a lot of different categories. We're actually in, what's the suite, this one?
Which one's the Trafalgar suite, which you can see a little bit in our background, the Battle of Trafalgar, with a nod over to Lord Nelson. So this is where small details have really come alive in this building, and rather than going all out with big Union Jacks, there's little hints of London everywhere within the building, whether it's the little peepholes in the lifts. I don't know if you've seen them. There's a little bit of art hidden behind it, our nod to Soho. So there's lots of different spaces there.
No, it is pretty amazing. It really is. It is the Londoner, after all, so it has to reflect that. Now, so we talked about the rooms, but how about food and drink? You have a few restaurants here. I know I've been eating at the Whitcomb, right?
Absolutely. Whitcomb's a French Mediterranean restaurant with the best of the British food as well. We've got 6 to 8 bars and restaurants in the hotel. From our retreat, which is our spa, we've got Refuel, which is amazing. You've got the rooftop bar, 8, which has got the wonderful space from a retractable roof. You know the weather in London.
Incredible views. And we were up there for the reception for the Cunard event, and I'd been up there before, but it is pretty amazing.
Absolutely, and the view from up there is a view that you don't really get in London. It's a new view, and you're on the 8th floor. It's the same height actually as Nelson's column, so Nelson keeps coming up. So that was why we couldn't go higher. So that's why actually 52% of the building is below ground. So it's.
Well, that was the thing, as I said, the spa is way down in the depths of this, and so I mean, it is literally. My stupid joke is, if you want a spa and survive a nuclear attack, well, you have the spa. This is the place to be.
This is the place to be, absolutely.
It is far down there, but yeah, I mean, obviously it's an incredible spot. I was going to mention that. You really have an amazing spot.
Yeah, and you wouldn't notice that you're 30 meters below ground. The pool, the sauna, the hairdresser, the gym, the barber is an absolute wellness retreat down there.
No, it is a retreat, and then of course you got a little pub around the corner, which is weird. You can go through the hotel, or you can walk out and go into a wonderful little pub.
Absolutely. On this site here in Leicester Square, we used to have a little pub, and it was very important again for Westminster City plus the owner to retain this. So we recreated the pub from Sir Joshua Reynolds, who used to be a portrait artist living on Leicester Square, and he used to like a little tipple, so that's why it is named after him.
No, it's a wonderful. I actually, not last time, I didn't have time this time to go see it, but this time I ate the Whitcomb a lot. I know that was for breakfast and then for once for dinner, so it was incredible.
Yeah, it's thank you very much for the feedback on this as well. The chefs and the teams have worked so hard to get it right. Yes, thank you very much.
Now, the other thing is, obviously, in just the past few years, what has changed, if anything, about the hotel? Well, I mean, as you've adapted and learned what you need to do.
I think I wouldn't say changed. I think it's just sort of manifested, or settled into London.
Right.
And I think the partnerships that we have with the National Portrait Gallery or with the theatres, the Harold Pinter.
You said the British Film Institute too, right?
Exactly. We used to be the partner of the British Film Festival. So there's many partnerships that are taking place, like London Fashion Week. We're the host hotel of London Fashion Week. So I think it's more for us settling into London and being part of this iconic space that we're in.
And now your partner is Cunard. Right?
Absolutely, yes. And we're looking forward to many bookings for pre and post days from Cunard. And it's a wonderful partnership, again, which, with sailings out of Southampton, so it's very easy to get to. Yeah.
Absolutely, and it was very easy for us to get to. Now, anything else you want to tell our 125,000 travel advisors about the Londoner today? I would heartily recommend it for your clients. It really is such a central location, and it's a beautiful hotel, modern, but also reflective of London very much, as we've been talking about. But anything else you want to tell them?
I think it's about revisiting a space that we may not have gone to, Leicester Square. It's a busy, buzzing space, and maybe we would have gone to Mayfair, would have gone Covent Garden, but do come to the Leicester Square. It has changed so much, and I think this is the wonderful thing. Pop into the Londoner, walk around, let us show you the spaces. I think this would be my takeaway, to revisit an old space that has got a real new purpose. Right. I think that would be my takeaway.
And if you're worried about noise, boy, the soundproofing on these windows is you can't hear a thing. And then even I was talking to Valerie Wilson, who many of you know, and she said, wow, I was surprised that Leicester Square, she'd been coming here for years, and now she really likes this area, which is, it used to be kind of a seedier Times Square, but it still has that vibe and that thing. In fact, there's a Christmas market is outside every year. So there is really, it's an amazing space, and you were literally within a few steps of going to the ticket booths and all the thing. And it's like being in a nicer Times Square, but we won't talk about that.
Being a Londoner, you're right there. You walk out, you've got your ticket booths, as you said, and you still got all the sites here. And it's just nice to see. As I said, I've been here 25 years, but just to see how it has changed with the new buildings that's gone up, with the investment that's gone into the square, it's incredible.
Absolutely. Now, where can our travel advisors go, URL, stuff like that, to learn more about the Londoner?
Where they can go, in terms of, I think one of the persons to speak to is Tom Wardley, our head concierge. Okay. One of the most wonderful people. He's the most charming chap. He's very witty. He's in the lobby talking to everyone. Go and see Tom to tell you about all the restaurants, bars, not only in the hotel, but also in the surrounding areas.
And what's the URL for the website?
It's The Londoner.
That's easy.
Exactly, absolutely.
So go to the Londoner, not go, and then come see Patrick here, and he'll clue you in on what's to do and see all around, and your concierge and everything else. It is really a property that I saw as it was being planned for many years, and then finally it became a reality, and now I'm back, and it really, as you said, it's sort of settled into its surroundings and really continues to reflect this city so admirably. So again, congratulations.
Thank you very much.
I assume you're going to stay here for a while.
Absolutely, that is the plan. Is having been with the company for so long, so I'm really looking forward to be part of the family.
I think you are. Again, thanks so much, Patrick. And I'm James Shillinglaw, and this is Insider Travel Report.